today's video is going to be my January favorites, and this is the most random favorites video I've ever done, hands down, since I've started YouTube. I have everything for you guys today. I have makeup, I have skincare, I have hair products, I have food, I have everything. So this is gonna be extremely random, but I was out of town for 2 weeks this month, so I definitely didn't feel like it wasn't my normal life, my normal routine, so I feel like that's why my favorites are kind of all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm gonna try to get through this semi-quickly because it is so hot in here. My AC is still not fixed. A guy was supposed to come fix it today, but he just didn't show up. And I have a feeling it's because of Gasparilla. If you guys aren't familiar, Gasparilla is a huge parade that takes place in Tampa, Florida, and it happens once a year, and today was the day parade. So basically pirates invade Bayshore and they come in on a pirate ship and cannons go off, and it's like 50,000 drunk people just at a parade catching beads. And you know me, I'm avoiding all of it like the hermit that I am, and I'm like, I'm gonna go film, okay, bye! So yeah, let's jump into the video. It's boiling hot in here. It's 81 degrees in here currently, and I just turned on the light, so it's gonna be like 85 in here in no time. So I'm gonna be really hot, but that's okay. I always get like the sweat stash. When I sweat, I get like sweaty on my upper lip. So cute. Okay, let's stop talking and just jump into the video. I'm going to start off with primers because I have 2 face primers I want to talk about. And the first one is the Marc Jacobs primer. And this one is technically called the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I feel like I gotta take a deep breath after saying that. It's a long name. But the thing that I love about this primer is the way it feels when it goes on. It's got a nice, thin, milky, moisturizing consistency, and I am dry skin. So I don't know if someone who's oily would like this primer because I don't know if it really helps with the longevity of your makeup. I just know that when I apply it to my skin, it just feels like a moisturizer. And when I apply my foundation to my skin, it just feels like everything is just so moisturized and just blending beautifully. That's what I love about it because I'm always looking for moisture and hydration. That's why I love this primer. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that this smooths out my pores or like it fills in my fine lines and wrinkles. Like, it doesn't do any of that. It just moisturizes my skin, and that's why I love it. Marc Jacobs sent this out to a ton of people on their PR list, so thank you so much to Marc Jacobs. I honestly don't know if I will be repurchasing it or not, but for the past couple weeks, I've been absolutely loving it. Next, I can't believe I'm talking about this because it's such like a crazy product, but I absolutely love it. And this is the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm, and I got mine in the sensitive one. Now, I have to give all the credit to Nikki Tutorials. Her name is Nikkie Tutorials. She's bomb, she's talented. She is definitely the reason that this is so big on social media right now. I don't even know how she discovered this, but I do know that she's the one that brought attention to this on YouTube. I would like to know the story though of how she discovered this because I'm sure it's gotta be pretty interesting. But anyways, the reason why this works so well, like she says, is because it has a high amount of glycerin in it. And glycerin is basically the super glue in the cosmetic industry. That's why MAC Fix Plus is such a great thing to spray onto your brush to wet it to apply eyeshadow because it has glycerin, so it kind of acts like glue and adheres to the skin. You know what I'm saying? So now that you guys know that, you'll always be looking for glycerin because that's what we do. We're always looking for glycerin, like, this is gonna stick. So think of it as the super glue of cosmetics. So this really, I love this. And what I love about it is when you apply it to the skin, it's nice and just like gentle and feels kind of like a serum, and then it gets tackier and tackier and it starts to feel sticky. And that's when you apply your foundation, and it really feels like your foundation is going like with glue, but it doesn't feel like it's clogging your pores. It doesn't feel like it's too much or like it's too thick and like your skin can't breathe. It's great, and it's so inexpensive. It's a men's product, and what I love is it's a glass bottle. Like, it's so high quality, and what's funny is if a high-end brand created this primer in a glass bottle, it'd be 50 bucks. But because it's a men's aftershave balm, it's at the drugstore and it's so reasonably priced, which is just awesome. And it really is so good. Some of my friends have used it now because Nikki Tutorials has blown this product up, and they're oily and they love it. I'm dry, I love it. So it seems pretty universal to me. So if you're looking for a good first primer, I would try this. Very quickly, I had a terrible reaction to Nivea when I was younger. I broke out in a rash all over my body from it, so I was very scared to try this. So I started off with sensitive, and I tested a spot of it on my neck, and I was good to go, and then I was like, I dumped it on my whole face. So once I knew that I wasn't gonna be like breaking out from it, but that's why I got the sensitive, because I've had a really bad experience with Nivea when I was I'm like 13, 14 years old, like a young teen. Okay, moving on. I feel like this kind of goes along with primers and moisturizing. So this is the Makeup Forever setting spray called Mist and Fix. As you can see, I'm almost halfway gone, and I've used this for about 5 weeks, I would say. And the funny thing is I used to have this in my freelance kit years ago, and I used it on almost everyone who had dry to normal skin, and then I had a different setting spray for the oily clients. But I never used it on myself until recently, and I have fallen in love with it. I am definitely going to be repurchasing this. I love it so much, and what it says on the bottle is that it is a makeup setting spray that is going to make your makeup last longer, and it's going to moisturize. So this works the same way that any other makeup setting spray would. When you're completely done, spritz your entire face. Don't move. I always tell everyone not to move, because if you smile, if you talk, if you make facial expressions, the wetness of the mist is going to make everything go into your fine lines and wrinkles if you move your face. So just sit still. Don't move. Look straight forward so your mascara doesn't get on it. Look straight forward, fan yourself off, and then when you're dry, you're good to go. It's basically just gonna make all your powders mix in with your foundation and just make everything look a little bit more natural, which is what we're going for, right? That's why I always use a setting spray. This is definitely the standout product for me of the month. I have 2 products today that are like the standout products, and this is the first one right here. And this is the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. Oh my God, you guys, I could get really dramatic really quick right now over my love for this new brow pencil. I am absolutely obsessed. You know, if you've been around my channel, that I have been in a loyal, committed, long-term relationship with the Brow Wiz, and the fact that I have completely replaced that, like, this says something. So they sent this to me in the mail, and I'm like, okay, let's see what it's about. I was kind of nervous because of the fact that it's so thick. I was like, ooh, that's probably gonna be too harsh on my thin brows. So I tried one night, got in the mirror, did one brow, didn't even do the other one, and I was like, bye Brow Wiz, see you later. And the second I used this, I have not touched the Brow Wiz once. This is so easy to use because of the fact that it's thicker, it's bigger, it's got an angle to it. It goes on just so smooth. You can use it like this and draw it like that, or you can do it sideways and create bolder, thicker lines. It is just such a beautiful product. I cannot get over it. Like, I always have an issue with this brow right here because I'm missing hair in the center, so I need to straighten it out like this one. But with the Brow Wiz, it was always a little too harsh, and I was constantly having to spool, like blend it out. With this, it's just so easy. It's just like, done. I mean, I swear to God, it used to take me about 3 minutes each brow, now 60 seconds each brow. It just cuts the time down. I feel like it makes it look smoother and more natural. I am hardcore ride or die for the new brow definer. Good job, Anastasia. She continues to prove why she is the brow queen. That is for sure. Speaking of Anastasia, this is a total rando that I'm gonna talk about, but it's one of those things that everyone needs. Man, woman, I don't care who you are, everyone needs a good pair of tweezers, and I feel like it's something that I've never talked about. And it's so important to find a good pair that is like your pair of tweezers, and this is definitely my pair of tweezers. I've owned these now for 3 years, and I didn't realize how important they were until I went to LA and I misplaced them for a week, and I was without them, and I had to use my mom's tweezers and I had to use my friend's tweezers, and it wasn't until I got home that I found these in my suitcase, and I was like, thank God! I didn't realize how much I loved these and how much I needed them. So these are by Anastasia. Again, her logo is pretty much worn off because I've used it so many times and they've just been my babies. I also have them in pink as well. I'll find the exact ones and link them down below for you, but I'm pretty sure they're the only tweezers that she sells. I just love them. They get every single little tiny baby hair. I also use these to apply my lashes. They're nice and sharp. They have a nice intense tightness on them where they really grab the hair, just pull it out at the root, but at the same time they're not so sharp that you're like scared to use them. Like, there's some tweezers that are so sharp that I'm like, I'm gonna poke my eye out. I'm not using those. They're like razor blades on the end. I used to always use the Tweezerman tweezers my entire life because that's what my mom and my sister used, and then once I discovered these, I've never gone back because these are just the absolute best tweezers ever. So if you're in the market for bomb tweezers, look no further. Okay, so I have 2 brushes that I have just fallen in love with, and the number one, I can't believe I'm even talking about this, is a fan brush, and this is by Morphe, and it is the M310. I have used every fan brush. There's like hairs everywhere. I have used every fan brush, I feel like, in the existence of brushes. That's dramatic, but that's the way I feel. I've used big ones, I've used small ones, I've used mediums, I've used them all, and I feel like I have never ever fallen in love with one. I'll use it one time and I'm like, nope, and I move on to another brush. I have been hardcore in love with the Morphe M501. This is not technically a highlight brush, but that's just what I've used it for the past year, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, I still love it, but it's always nice to find something new, and it's always exciting to find something new. what I love about this fan brush is when you apply it, it just applies the highlight all over the cheek in such an easy, effortless way, where it's like you use the side, not the top, because you're gonna get a zebra stripe if you go like this. But when you go like this and you just apply it like this, it just like fans it out so evenly and so beautiful. This has been the only brush I've used to highlight for about the past 2 weeks. I would say 2.5, 3, doesn't really matter. I love the freaking brush, that's what matters. It is extremely inexpensive because it is Morphe. It is the M310. So if you're looking for a highlight brush, this is amazing. And if you want to save even more money, you know I always have a discount code if you're in the mood to save a couple extra pennies. I got you. Another brush that I can't believe I'm talking about, like I really can't believe this is actually in a favorites video right now because I thought I was gonna hate this forever. And this is the Artis Oval 8 brush. They have all different numbers and this is number 8. And I actually showed this in a makeup haul a few months back and I've gotten tons of tweets and comments asking how I feel about it. And for the most part, I've responded to a lot of you guys saying, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not what I was hoping it would be. I just don't like it. Well, I've powered through, I did more research on it, I kept trying because I want to like it because it's so different and so cool. I want to enjoy it and not just think of it as a big, weird looking hairbrush or a toothbrush of some sort. This is the only brush that I took with me while I was in LA for 12 days and I used it every day that I was there and I just absolutely love it now. And the way I use it is I take my foundation and I put it on the back of my hand and with my finger, I put it directly on the face and then I blend out. The reason that it is this shape and the whole thing and the idea behind this brush right here is it's not going to steal your foundation. So it's gonna make your foundation go a lot further with a lot less product. So let's say if you usually use 3 to 4 pumps of foundation. With this, you're gonna use 1 to 2 pumps of foundation. It is just so different and so innovative. I really, really love it. So instead of stealing the product, it presses it into the skin and blends it on to the actual face. So I have been loving this brush so much. It is an expensive little bugger, I'm not gonna lie. And it's funny because the whole thing is like, buy the expensive brush and then you can save money on your foundation. And it's like, I don't know if that evens out, but I really, really love this. So you guys will be seeing me use it more and more, I'm sure. That rhymed. Snaps. So speaking of brushes, I have a brush cleaner next that I have been loving and I'm so excited to discover this because I feel like I found a dupe. And I feel like I never find dupes for things, right? I'm losing my voice, that's not cute. But anyways, I have loved the Beauty Blender Cleaner for such a long time. It's like a small, white, thin, take off the top and you swirl your brush in there and clean it. And that is pretty pricey for what you're getting, but it is an amazing cleaner. I use it to clean my Beauty Blender, I use it to clean my brushes. I also take my brushes to the sink and deep clean them, but this is just like day to day when I want to clean something real quick and I only have like 4 brushes, this is what I use. So I have discovered this and it's the Boulevard Mineral Cosmetics and it's called the Brush Shampoo and Conditioner. And it really does shampoo and condition your brushes. And they have all different scents. This is lavender because lavender is my favorite. I have used this specific one. I have 2 different scents. I've used that one as well. I've used the lavender one, I would say 8 to 10 times maybe, and it looks untouched. You can see some makeup over here like in the edge, but it looks untouched. Like it really goes such a long way and it's so inexpensive. You can get this at Morphe brushes, like you can get it at their store. I think you can get it online. But they, like Boulevard Cosmetics is also sold on other online websites. I'll find it down below and link it for you. But anyway, so what you do is you just go to the sink, wet your brush, swirl it around in here. It's gonna get nice and sudsy and like shampoo would. Just rinse it in your hand, boom, done, lay it on a paper towel. It's just super, super simple and your brushes feel nice and clean and conditioned as well. So I've really been loving this. Again, Brush Shampoo and Conditioner by Boulevard Cosmetics. So 2 super random products, and the first one is a protein bar, and this is called Perfect Bar. You can find this at Whole Foods. There's like a refrigerator section, like in like some aisle of some sort, I don't know, but this is in there. These need to be refrigerated and then you can take them out and eat them, but for the most part they need to stay in the refrigerator. So I discovered this because while I was in Los Angeles, I went to this Eastern medicine doctor that my friend goes to, and they do essential oil stuff and they do acupuncture and like chiropractic work, like all natural healing for the body, like the mind, body, soul. They help with like anxiety, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, while I was there, I was getting acupuncture one day for my first time, which was so weird. I've never had acupuncture and I hate needles, so I was like, ugh! And she was putting them in my legs and I was just like, and she was asking me how I felt and I was like, I'm good, I'm a little dizzy, but like you know, is that normal? And she was like, when was the last time you had protein? And I was like, what do you mean? I had a donut for breakfast and like decaf coffee for lunch. Like I was not taking care of myself that day at all. So she was like, oh my God, girl. So she ran to her purse. She brought me back the Perfect Bar. Oh my God. So I ate the entire thing. I devoured it and I was so full I didn't eat anything for the rest of the night. It was like 6 o'clock and it filled me up for the whole night. She was telling me how this is such a clean, green, natural bar, how it's like the best one that she's found on the market. My mom, she was reading the ingredients. She was like, oh my God. So she took pictures of it. Immediately the next morning we woke up, we went to Whole Foods, we bought tons of them and I'm obsessed now. So I've been eating one like every day. They are expensive for a bar. They're like $2.99, which I'm like, damn! But honestly, like it fills me up like a meal and it's just so good. All different flavors, they're so good. I think I've tried all of them at this point. The fruit acai one is so yummy. There's a fruit and nut one. There's a peanut butter one. Tastes like a peanut butter sandwich, so good. But anyways, yeah, if you're interested, if you're trying to find like a good protein bar, I would definitely try this out. The almond butter one I think is the most filling. It says it's gluten-free, 13 grams of protein, non-GMO, 20 plus superfoods, so sounds pretty bomb. Another food item that you guys are probably gonna laugh at me because, oh my gosh, if any of my friends are watching this right now, they're gonna be like, because I do not cook in any way, but oh my gosh, I have to talk about this because I have been in love ever since December like 27th to be exact. It's a really long story, but basically my mom is obsessed with these seasonings. Then my good friend Jackie, she loves to cook. So she used my mom's seasonings one time at her house. She fell in love. Then she told my friend Micah about them. Micah fell in love. And then Christmas came around and I wanted to get a present for my friend Mike because he loves to cook. So I bought him this along with some kitchen stuff and he fell in love with them, and so everyone's like, you have to try these. So I finally got the garlic lovers one, and this is by the brand Flavor God. I don't know anything about cooking, but all of like the chefs in my life, they all tell me that these are the best seasonings ever. So if you love cooking and you haven't checked out Flavor God, I would. And no, this is not sponsored. Flavor God does not know who I am. I know I've seen them sponsor a few people on Instagram before. I'm not one of them, I promise. So the way I use this is I actually put it on me and John's pizza. And it is so good. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but it's so freaking good. I'm such a pizza lover, like you don't know. I've been a pizza lover since I was a little girl. Who isn't? Every time I travel, I have to eat the pizza of that city and that town. Like that's how I judge if I'm gonna come back. Like let me try your pizza and then we'll talk. Like I could never move somewhere where there's not good pizza available. So I put this on my pizza and it just amplifies everything. It just tastes so freaking good. Just sitting here, I can smell it and it's like making me salivate inside. It's just so yummy. There's so many different flavors by Flavor God, but the garlic lovers is the one that I am like committed to. It's so yummy. So yeah, I know that's random, but just thought I would throw it out there. Okay, we have 2 more products and the first one is a hair product. I feel like I never talk about hair products and I should because I am so picky because I hate my hair. So if a hair product works for me, it's like, oh, because like I said, I hate my hair. And this is by Bumble and Bumble. It's called the BB Thickening Dry Spun Finish Spray. And it says on the bottle, dry spray creates instant fullness and holds airy texture. The way I use this is I curl my hair and then once my curls have set and they're like nice and cooled down, I take this product and I grab my hair and I just spray like this and I just separate my hair and I spray. It just creates instant fullness and volume. I can't feel the product in my hair, which is super cool. Like it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel tacky, I don't feel anything. It just makes it messy and full, which I love. I've actually been using this for over a year and I've just never talked about it, but I've repurchased this many, many, many times and I love it. Okay, so the last product that I have is a curling wand, which is very surprising to my own self because I have been dedicated to Bellami curling wands forever. Like I use Numi curling wands and then I use Bellami curling wands and that's just the way it's always been. My friend was telling me though that I need to start trying more curling wands because she was like, Jaclyn, there's other brands out there that sell bomb styling tools that you're not using, and I'm like, that's true. So maybe that's why I hate my hair so much. Maybe I need to try more styling tools. So I jumped online and I went to Sephora.com, of course, and I saw great reviews for this wand. It's called the Sultra, I guess. That's just the brand, S-U-L-T-R-A. Who's texting me? Jackie is crazy. Anyways, so this just has one barrel. It doesn't have any other sizes, just this one. You can't adjust the temperature. So I was like, this seems kind of weird. It seems super basic. Honey, don't be fooled. This is not basic. It heats up like this and it curls your hair like this and your hair holds the curl like this. Like it is amazing. So it gives just like really beachy, semi-tight, but not too tight curls. It's a great, great size. I love this because of how fast it curls your hair. Like I'm not kidding. I pull my hair, wrap, hold, and then I let go, and whoop, whoop, done. Like, I'm not kidding. It's like 2 or 3 seconds each hair strand, which is insane, and that's why I love this so much. So I'm not saying anything bad about Bellami. Like, I'm still gonna use Bellami because they have the bigger barrel that I love for like the looser, like more daytime chic professional waves. But I really, really love this for like really quick, messy, wavy hair. It's just amazing. So again, it's by Sultra. I'll find it for you guys and link it down below. I got mine on Sephora.com, but I'm sure you can find it many other places. So yeah, that completes this video, you guys. I feel like I went through that pretty quickly, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with a makeup haul from LA, because I told you guys on Snapchat how I bought so much stuff when I was in LA. Way too much stuff. I have a couple of bags of stuff to show you, so I will be filming that in the next couple of days, and you will see that next. So thank you for watching. I love you guys. Don't forget to comment your favorites down below. I don't care what they are. I just love reading your comments of what your favorite things are that are really grabbing your attention. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.